Jai Shri Krishna. In today's Metro Spirituality series, I am going to talk about the application of spiritual knowledge or spiritual orientation towards material prosperity and material success. In fact, deep spiritual understanding and deep spiritual sadhana disconnects a person towards disconnects a person from what you call running after material prosperity or material achievements. That is 100% true. In fact, it should happen. The ultimate purpose of spiritual orientation, spiritual sadhana is to make a person detached from meaningless, purposeless, what you call running after material things, which is full of what you call attractions, desires, and uh, lot of disillusionments. The world we are living in is a chaotic world, full of competition, full of insecurity feelings, full of jealousy and meaningless, what you call intolerance towards one another. One has to fight with all these negative tendencies and still has to progress or develop materially. To fight all these negative tendencies, what I am going to say in today's Metro Spirituality video, one needs to have some spiritual energy even to combat these negative tendencies. For example, if you are in a market, you are doing some business, running an organization, running an institution. If you are spiritually oriented, you will be humble, you will be down to earth simple. You understand that your end purpose is very important to you. Your goal is important to you. What will be obviously the goal of an institutional head or an organizational head or a businessman? For a businessman to grow his business, prosper, develop, expand it. In the same way, for the head of an institution or a head of an organization to expand, grow and prosper in terms of the growth and prosperity of his institution or organization. Those who are not aware of their end purpose goal, the vision of or the end purpose, the goal of any businessman or an institutional head or even a boss of an organization is progress and development of the organization. If you are a little spiritually oriented, you put aside your personal interests, your ego, your arrogance, your pride, and you become humble, down to earth, simple, keeping in mind that my purpose is to expand and grow in terms of even material prosperity, and every customer is equally important to me. Every sale is important. What happens usually? People who establish huge organizations pumping in large amounts of money. For example, if somebody establishes an ultra-modern restaurant in a prime location with all imported furniture from foreign countries and employing, highly educated stewards, chefs, and chandeliers, music, air-conditioned rooms, a totally 21st century modern kind of restaurant. Suddenly a kind of feeling enters into their mind that our restaurant is an ultra-modern, high-class restaurant which is located in the prime area, and it automatically attracts the customers, and we need not care for the customer. If not this customer, that customer. This attitude actually acts as an obstruction to one's own growth and progress. No customer, not only I am talking about a restaurant or even a what you call a super mall or an educational institution or a company, factory. No customer will buy 100 crores of products from you. No customer is going to make a profit that fills up all your investment. It's each customer, each sale, each product is very, very important. In the process, people are getting carried away by their own positions, their moderate success which they have achieved so far, this moderate success, this position, all these things hinders a man from seeing the larger purpose. Either they stop caring for every single customer or stop caring for every single sale, or stop caring for the ultimate purpose of the institution organization. They start showing negligence. They only focus on profit and business, but they don't understand the potential for profit is 100%. If they are getting 60%, they feel that they are getting itself is 100%, but they are actually cutting the branch on which they are sitting. It happens. Some of the bosses, some of the organizational heads, they should understand all the employees of the organization should be connected to the larger vision of the institution, larger goal of the institution, which should be growth and prosperity and development. But if the organization is good, by that time to some extent reputed, has a brand value or an image, they are carried away by that one, start treating even employees, control them, dominate them, subdue them, take the great amount of work for them, but they don't make the employees get connected to that larger vision. Here you are given an authority or position to control them or make them efficiently contribute to the progress and development, not merely to satisfy your ego or to show your position or dominate them, which happens in 80% of the organizations, 80% of the institutions. Luckily in India we have very good principled businessmen, dedicated businessmen who understand business above everything. Not me, not my priorities, not my ego, not my self-esteem. There are such businessmen, but they are only 10 to 15%, 20%. Birlas survived, Tata's survived, even Reliance is going on well because they attach importance to every single sale. They want the brand image of the unit to grow and prosper. But 80% of the people, after reaching a stage, one level, they start rolling backwards, not even able to realize that they are working against their own vision. In fact, they stand to lose to see their vision and purpose because their inflated ego. For example, if the organization head comes say in a big BMW car, an Audi car surrounded by 4 employees, comes here, he carries a heavy head on his shoulder and start treating all the other people as if they are dependent on him. So every businessman, every organization head should understand that no customer is dependent on that businessman. In fact, the businessman is dependent on the customer. You may have a very large business, thousands of people may be buying from you, but one person doesn't make that much sale. Thousands of people, every person is part of the 1,000. So also, every employee is part and parcel of the organization's progress. This feeling every head, every boss should have. Spiritual orientation always reminds that all these people are connected to me just because I want to progress, I want to develop. So even in terms of my self-interest, I need to be humble, I need to be disciplined, I need to be caring, so that I can get best work from these people which may contribute for my institution's progress, my business progress, my trade's progress, my company's progress. So spirituality is not something which advises you to go and sit in a cave, close your nose and meditate. Spirituality enables you to understand your own self, check your own self and find out what is the ultimate goal you have. So in this connection, advice is that for material problems also we can use spiritual solutions. which makes you humble, down to earth, simple, practical, and makes you even to realize your own self-interest, keeping aside your false egos, false self-esteem, false pride. Hope all of you have caught the point which I raised in this video. All the very best to all of you. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you very much.